We are live.
Welcome, everyone. We are very excited here today to have our swearing in ceremony for the Board of Education, the new members of the Board of Education. We are joined here, in addition to the new members, we have Julia Danzy from the school board, as well as Mayor Jim Kenney and Dr. Height. So we are excited to move forward. And I want to apologize. We had some technical difficulties or we would have started a little bit sooner. So to start it off, I will send it over to Mayor Jim Kenney. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm really proud to be here as we appoint our newest members, Lisa Sally, Reginald Streeter, and Cecilia Thompson to the school board. I want to take a moment to recognize each of you for the commitment you are making to our city and especially to our children. You bring a valuable set of skills and diverse experiences to the table. Lisa Sally, an alum of the Philadelphia High School for Girls, has an extensive corporate career and will bring a wealth of private sector expertise to the board. Reggie Streeter, an alum of Germantown High School, is an esteemed attorney and vice president of the Greater Philadelphia ACLU Executive Board. Equally important as his credentials in his role as father of 2 children who attend a district school. And Cecilia Thompson, who serves as chairperson of the Philadelphia Right to Education Local Task Force, and on many other respected groups, brings invaluable experience as a special education advocate and parent. I'm confident that these new board members will bring passion and dedication to their roles, and I appreciate each of their commitment to increasing equity in our public school system. I also want to acknowledge the Honorable Judge Sheila Wood Skipper, Dr. Height, and Board President Wilkerson for your hard work during these unprecedented times. As you know, quality education has been and will always be a top priority of our administration, and the pandemic has only deepened the issues we are facing when it comes to educating our kids safely. As I've said before, COVID-19 showed us why deep alignment and partnership between the school district and the city of Philadelphia is vital. You are taking on this honor at a very pivotal moment in our city and nation's history. Serving on the school board is an extremely demanding and deeply rewarding opportunity to make a positive impact on young people and our city as a whole. When seeking new members to sit on the board, we were looking for those who understand the complex needs of youth and who are ready to hit the ground running to help implement the school board's established goals. I believe this is true of each of you, and I'm inspired by your passion for public education and eagerness to take on this critical work. But we all must embrace the next challenge facing our city by helping students return to school safely and as quickly as possible. Looking ahead, we are going to double down on our progress through new initiatives and greater collaboration amongst the city, the school district, and the post-secondary partners like the Community College of Philadelphia. Together, we can ensure that all children have access to great schools in their own neighborhoods. When all of our students succeed, our city thrives. Our administration has made education a top priority over the last 5 years, and we're still committed to that vision for our city. So thank you again for taking on this enormous responsibility. I look forward to working with you in the future. Again, thanks from all of us in the city. Good luck.
Thank you, Mayor Kenney. Now we'll have, I believe Julia Danzy is here to provide comments on behalf of Board President Joyce Wilkerson. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Kenney, for bringing us together for this wonderful occasion. And good afternoon to everyone. I'm Julia Danzy, and very glad to be here as a representative of the Board of Education to welcome our 3 newest members. And let me just say, our president is as excited as I am, but she unfortunately was caught between 2 things, and we needed her to be where she was so they could talk about what are we doing across this state for our schools. But she, like I and everyone else, watched the nominating process with excitement, both to see who had put their names in and then to see ultimately who the nominating committee would bring forward and who would be ultimately that would be presented by the mayor. It's a testimony to the strength of our collective aspirations for our children that such an incredible group of people were willing to volunteer for this position of service. I want to start really by thanking everyone who came forth and wanted to give their time and their energy to the school board and to trying to help make our children's education a priority and better to attune our children for being able to make it in the world. While I do not know any of you well, although I do know Cecilia a little better because Cecilia, one, has been an active member at all of our meetings as well as a member of our community advisory board. So I start out with some knowledge of her, but I'm as excited about Reggie and Lisa as I am about Cecilia. And so I look forward to working with you. I look forward for the diversity of talent that you bring to the board. And there are two things that I want to say to you today as a new colleague. I have quite a few I want to say to you, really. And as someone who now has a little bit of experience walking in the shoes that you're about to step into. The first thing is actually to your families and to the loved ones who you have brought here today to support and celebrate you. To all of you who are here, either as we know by Zoom, I want to say thank you. I know you must be aware that this role is going to require a huge amount of time, energy, and passion of our new board members. And so I want to say to families now, don't think they're just trying to put you off when they say, I can't, I have a bunch of material I have to read and preparations for my next meeting. Because trust me, as I told Otis and I told the mayor, you didn't tell us how much time this was really going to take. So I'm going to let you know it's going to take your time, but it's worth it. Our board members are going to need the understanding of family and friends, and they're going to need your help in bringing their best services to this work and every day. And sometimes they're really going to need a hug, and they're going to need you to tell them it doesn't matter what others say if the critics are always the ones you hear. It's what you are doing and doing from your heart and from your experience to help our children move. But we do not work alone. We work with the many, many individuals across Philadelphia who give their time and energy to make this school system worthy of our children. To all the loved ones and supporters here today, you may not have applied for the board yourself, but you have just become one of these people, and we appreciate you for all you're going to do to support our board members. Second to our board members, our school systems exist, and we serve in these roles for one reason and one reason only, to provide every child in Philadelphia with the education they need to reach their dreams. As you enter this role, I want to challenge you to keep one question at the forefront of your mind. What are we doing as a board to fulfill this purpose? Our board is made of very different people. We come from different backgrounds, and often, quite often, you'll learn, have very different opinions on this work. But that is what helps our board to really be thorough. That's where you bring your expertise and bringing a variety of voices and experiences to looking at a problem. Because in the end, though, we are united in the shared focus of improving the education of our children. So on behalf of all of us already on the Board of Education, welcome and thank you for bringing yourself to this work. We look forward to taking on this work together, and I look forward to being challenged by you and growing as an individual, as a board, and as a district from your presence. Thank you again for your commitment to such wonderful, necessary, essential, and taxing service. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia, for your comments. I will now turn it over to Judge Sheila Woodskipper for the meat and potatoes of the meeting today.
Very well. Good afternoon, everyone. Mayor Kinney, Dr. Height, and all members of the school board. Let me just take a moment to congratulate each of you as you become members of the Philadelphia School District Board. What an awesome responsibility and daunting challenge. You are the overseers of school governance, and as such, you must put the interests of our children and families first. They deserve a quality education with quality facilities, and most importantly, the opportunity to excel and succeed. You must work collaboratively with other members of the board and members of the community who share these common goals. The expectations for you are high. We expect you to believe in our children and families and to perform your duties well. There are many urgent issues to address, and you must step up and be ready to engage immediately. I have no doubt that you will do so. So go forth, fight, and as the late Congressman John Lewis says, get in some good trouble. I wish you all the best. And at this time, I'm going to administer the oath so that we make sure that we have everyone present. I'm going to ask all of the new board members to unmute. And as I call your name, just indicate your presence so we know that you're all here. Lisa Sally,
Present.
Reginald Streeter,
Present.
Cecilia Thompson.
Present.
Very well. I will administer the oath to you all at the same time. So I'm going to ask that you each raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, Lisa Sally,
I, Reginald
I-
Streeter,
I, Cecilia Thompson,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
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 the Constitution of the United States
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 and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
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 and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, get to work.
It's inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge Wood-Skipper, and thank you to all of the nominees. I wanted to, or rather, sorry, the new board members. We'll have to change that moving forward, so the new board members. So thank you all so much for participating. I wanted to give the new board members an opportunity to speak if they would like. I see that Reggie Streeter has brought on one of his new co-board members for us all to see. So if you guys wanted to say a few words now, that would be great.
No, I'd just like to say that I'm wanting to say thank you to Mayor Kinney and to all of the committee involved and actually all the city. I'm humbled and really appreciative of the opportunity to serve. You guys know I identify as a product of the Philadelphia public school system, and my little Philadelphia education has allowed me to see the world and fulfill dreams. And as stated already today, one of our greatest missions as a part of being on the board is to help children and families of Philadelphia for this generation and future generations to fulfill their dreams and to pursue worldwide dreams, just not citizenship in Philadelphia. So I am committed to serve, I'm honored to serve, and I appreciate the opportunity. And I look forward to jumping right in with the total board.
Thank you, Lisa. Reggie, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, just briefly, I don't want to get too long-winded. Those who know me, I can get very long-winded, but I just want to thank, my mother first and foremost for giving me life, my late father, my ancestors, the creator. Also want to thank, my children, my family, my village, every single person, even within, government, the city council, Mayor Kinney's office, Board of Education, anyone who's touched this or thought about this, even the greater community for this opportunity. Also want to thank my law firm, Bergamonte, for understanding that this is going to be, going to take some of my time, but I definitely will do my job as an attorney, but also do my job as a board member. I hope to bring all of my experiences, everything that I am to this position. That includes obviously being a Black man, also a father of 2 children in the school district, a graduate of Philadelphia Public Schools, and as an attorney. And finally, I want to congratulate my colleagues, my cohort, Lisa Sally and Cecilia Thompson. I've gotten to know you all, and I can't wait to learn from you all as well. Again, thank you. I look forward to getting to work.
Thank you so much, Reggie. And Cecilia, did you want to say anything?
Sure. I echo the sentiments of my co-laborers, Lisa Sally and Reginald, Mr. Reginald, I'm sorry, that this is a humbling experience. I don't take this lightly, but nevertheless, I'm gonna miss some people, but I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with my son, Trevor Thompson. Because if it wasn't for Trevor's exceptionality, I wouldn't have been introduced to this world. I wouldn't have become an advocate. And my whole purpose from this point moving forward is to ensure that all families have a voice so they can be the best advocate, whether their child has an exceptionality or not, for their child to get the best possible preparation in terms of their education so they can be a holistic person, both in their vocation as well as giving back to their community. So again, I thank those who have selected me, including Mayor Kenny and anybody else behind the scenes who felt that I can be the best person for this position to serve the families and the children of the city of Philadelphia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cecilia, and thank you to all of the new board members. We are incredibly thankful for you for volunteering for this position and for your commitment to our kids. I wanted to give Dr. Height an opportunity to speak if he wanted to, but it looks like he had to drop off a little early. So I will wrap things up by once again saying congratulations and thanking all of you. And I hope you all stay safe during these cold times. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Congratulations
All right,
again.
see you later, board members. Get ready. You ain't seen nothing yet.